Hey guys, it's Jun here from jpxanimation, and I went to Anaheim Open last week and I placed 54th. Went total of 8 rounds that day. Went 5 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. And here's my deck list. So I played Gardevoir. And I played 4 Ralts, 3 Curlia, and 4 Gardevoir. And I'll tell you guys in a sec why I chose to run 3 Curlias instead of 4. So there's that. And playing 3 Tapu Lele. It's because you want to try to get Bridget on turn 1. And try to make you're trying to thin out your deck, and Tapu Lele is also a great search when you try to need to finish it off with Acerola, Lysander, Guzma, or whatever you need. And I'm playing 1 Sudowoodo, 1 Oranguru, 1 Diancie, and Vulpix. It's because Sudowoodo was for Rayquaza. I thought I was going to play against more Rayquazas, and I was expecting Mega Gardevoir because of Diancie and Darkrai. But Sudowoodo came in real clutch against Mega Ray, so I put him on that. Oranguru is for late game, and also to fight against Alolan Ninetales, the one with the ability where the EX and GX can't hurt it. So that was that one. And instead of running 2 Vulpix or 2 Diancie, I ran 1 of each, because let's say that you started out first with Ralts, right? And these are in your deck. And you play Tapu Lele into Bridget. So you play the Vulpix and 2 Ralts. And you have to attach an energy, right? So you attach an energy and you retreat for Vulpix. Then you can play Beacon because it doesn't require energy. But if you are going first, you can probably start with Ralts and then attach an energy and Tapu Lele into Bridget, and you can get these 2 instead. So you can retreat Ralts and get a Diancie out in your first turn. So then your next turn you can evolve into Curlia, and then you can use Sparkling Wish to get the Gardevoir. So I thought that was also really strong. So that, because it was situational, I tried to play 1 Diancie and 1 Vulpix. And that is also the reason why I'm playing 3 Curlia instead of 2, because there were a lot of times where I went first and I started off with Diancie, and then I ended my turn, and then when it came back to my turn, I attached an energy, evolved into Curlia and Sparkling Wish to get Gardevoir in turn 2. So it was really, really fast. And if I weren't able to, and if I went second and I just happened to start it out with Ralts, then I would bridge it for Vulpix so I can retreat it, and then I can play Beacon instead, because if I attach an energy to retreat it, then I can't play Diancie Sparkling Wish because I need an energy to play it. So yeah, that was my Pokemon lineup. I didn't really like Oranguru in this. I think I used Instruct maybe once or twice. I mean, this deck was just really, really fast and just didn't really needed Oranguru. But this is before the rotation, so yeah, there's that. So let's go with the items next. Standard for Ultra Ball. It's because I just wanted to have a better chance of getting Tapu Lele, so I can turn 1 Bridget. That's what this deck wants to do. I think I prized Bridget one time during my 8th game, but yeah, it is what it is. 4 Verseeker, and I'm only playing 2 Rare Candy because instead of, if I ran 4 Rare Candy, I was really, how should I say this? Like, it wasn't oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not flowy in a way. If I ran 4 Rare Candies and I was only able to use it on maybe one of the routes because I got 2 Curlius and 3 other Rare Candies just became too bricky, and I didn't want to draw into Rare Candies because I am not playing Skyla or anything, and that is also the reason why I didn't want run Skyla, is because I wanted to get out Gardevoir as fast as I can. I won the last 3 of my games without using the Rare Candy routes into Gardevoir, and one of them was, my last game was actually against Drampa Garbodor with Potown, so I didn't really, even though I was playing against that, I went 2-0 against him. Yes, I really think 4 Rare Candy is a bit much. Alright, the next I have 2 Choice Band, 2 Field Blower, Super Rod, and 1 Rescue Stretcher. It's because I didn't really like the Floatstone play because of Tapu Lele was, a thing you can attach with DCE, and if I had 5 energy attached to it, then what is that, 5, 6, 7, it will hit for 140. And Choice Bands, I expected to not play against Decidueye Vileplume or Vileplume in general. People would rather play like Alolan Ninetales and Decidueye, so I went and played Choice Band because I play a lot of energies too, but there was a time when I was like 30 damage short, and playing 2 was just the right amount for me. 2 Field Blowers for the Garbotoxins and the other Floatstones and Choice Bands or whatnot. Rescue Stretcher was good because when I had maybe I had like 2 Curlias and let's just add 2 Curlias, and if I had an Ultra Ball in my hand and I had Rescue Stretcher, I could have Ultra Balled 2 of these and searched for whatever, and then played Rescue Stretcher and put these 2 back into the deck, and then I would play Sycamore or something. So that's what I did. And Super Rod was pretty good too, because you can, hold on, let me see if it will focus. Yeah, it can shuffle any 3 combination of Pokemon and basic energies. So if I was running low on the energies, I can just bring it back. Alright, so for supporters, standard for Sycamore, I'm only playing 3N. I'm playing 2 Acerola because when it goes to late game, and if you have Acerola, then you can play it and take out your damaged Gardevoir back into your hand. You can re-evolve it. I kind of like this better because Acerola helped me get my stuff back, and since Gardevoir has Secret Spring, reattaching energy is not hard. So like if you have a Curlia on bench, and if you have Ralts, and if you had Gardevoir, and Gardevoir had like a DCE and 2 energy attached to it, right? And you had a Gardevoir in it as well, and if this had like a damage counter on it, you could have played Secret Spring. You can with this Gardevoir and attach it to this Gardevoir, play Acerola, bring that to your hand. This goes back active, and you can evolve, and you can manual attach, and play another 2 Secret Spring again. So this Gardevoir was ready to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be, just from this will be 150. So I really like the Acerola. And of course Bridget, Lysander, Guzma, and Hex. Hex was I guess like I played Hex at the early turns if I didn't have Bridget or Sycamore or N, and if I had Hex, I played Hex, so my opponent can't play Lele and start taking off that way. Played 1 Lysander and 1 Guzma because I feel like these 2 are good in their own ways, but if I have both of them discarded in my discard pile, I can Versus Seeker them, and I can choose Lysander or Guzma depending on the situation I'm in. And I'm playing 3, 6, 9 Fairy Energies, and I play excuse me. Where's it at? Oh, where did my last DCE go? There it is. And I'm playing 4 double colorless. I wanted to play 2 Wonder Energy because of Tapu Koko's and Greninjas. I actually played against 2 Greninja decks, but just couldn't find it. So this was my list, but I would have opted out 2 for the Wonder Energy. So yeah, that is my Gardevoir GX. On round 1, I played against Darkrai, Turbo. I won the first round. The second round, I went against Greninja Break. I lost round 2. and then I went to round 3 and played against Mega Ray, and Sudowoodo just won me the game on round 3. And round 4 and 5, I went against Ninetales, and at round 5, I went against Decidueye Ninetales. I would have won the first draw against the Ninetales if I had a little more time. I had a big board, and my opponent bricked kind of hard at game 3, and against the Decidueye and Ninetales, I would have won if I had one more turn, because I already had a Gardevoir out, and my opponent was stuck with Alolan Vulpix, and just Alolan Vulpix, because he Beacon on the first round. Beacon on turn 1, got the 2 Pokemon that he needed, and I played N, and then he had 30 HP left when I attacked once, and my opponent just didn't have any more Pokemon to bench, and that was the turn 3 of the overtime. And the last 3 rounds, I played against Greninja. I played against... What else did I play against? I forget which one. And the last one, the round 8, I won. That was Drampa Garbodor with Potown. So yeah, I really think Gardevoir is a solid deck for standard format. Anaheim Open, there were about 612 masters, and 5 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties, got me 54th place with this deck. So yeah, shout outs to jpxanimation for giving me a chance to give you guys my deck profile, and if you guys have questions, I'll try to answer it in the comments down below. And yeah, that is it. Alright, thanks guys.